Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you when we're live.
Oh, you got the SiteGround segue?
We are live! Damn it! No.
Hey! This week, Facebook plans on putting autoplay videos on your timeline. Will this be the last straw for Facebook users? No, but we'll still complain. Twitter changes how blocking works, then changes its mind when users complain. Backpedaling on a policy your users don't agree with? That's weird, said a statement from Mark Zuckerberg. And in what can only be called a bad decision-making, the people at Underwater Audio sent us a waterproof iPod in the mail. We're giving one away to a live listener, but only if they do part of the work for us. You got to design the art for the show, 600 by 600 pixels based on something we say. I hope you're ready to die a little inside, because my name's Justin Pott. I'm in Boulder, Colorado, and you're listening to Technophilia. Keep doing the... Oh, damn it.
What'd you do?
You're not going to drink that, are you?
Why not? It's got some iPod dust on it, I guess. With me today from the UK, as always, is Mr. James Bruce. How's it going, James?
It's going fantastic, because it's Christmas, and I got a 3D printer on my desk.
Just got to wash this off here.
How cool is that?
Have you printed anything yet, though?
All right, so look. It doesn't... I printed this little rook piece in PLA plastic, which looks pretty damn amazing, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. But it also tried to print in ABS, and it's pathetic. Like, I tried to print this vase, and it's all cracked. And everything else I tried in ABS failed miserably.
Mm-hmm.
Did you print any penises yet?
No, I haven't. That's next on the list. But I didn't want to use up all the luminous... Like, who wants a luminous green penis, basically? So I tried to print this awesome lampshade. It was like a 14-hour print. And I woke up after 7 hours. It had failed with some print flow error thing, which was very frustrating.
So now
So
you
what
have
you're
this.
saying is a 3D printer is still just a printer.
Basically. Thing is, I thought 3D printers were like so amazingly awesome. It turns out they're only like 50% amazingly awesome. But you know what? That's still pretty amazingly awesome.
What if you just got a shitty 3D printer and the other 3D printers in the world are better?
From what I've read, well, no. In terms of PLA printing, it's actually damn good. But the ABS, it's because it doesn't have a heated print bed, and all the other 3D printers too. So it kind of cools really quickly, and folds up and screws up, and that's not good. So it's really easy to use though. So yeah.
You guys don't mind if I drink, do you?
Are you drinking alcoholic beverages?
Maybe.
Only if you put the iPod in it.
Oh no! How am I gonna listen to Technophilia now? Oh wait. Still works.
I can't hear it.
Well,
Make it so we can hear it.
how do I do that? I don't know. I guess I gotta plug it into my stereo or something. Oh, I gotta rinse this. iPod's filthy. Okay. You gotta dunk it. That's how you get it properly clean. I can't believe this. Underwateraudio.com, they make it so that you can swim. They actually also mailed me these waterproof headphones. Haven't tried them yet. I'm not a swimmer. But you could listen to Technophilia in the shower, which really you should be doing. If you're not, what's your problem? Also with me today from Connecticut is Dave LeClaire. How's it going, Dave?
I forgot you hadn't rerouted or hadn't brought me in yet. So.
No, you're not part of the show at this point.
I didn't exist. I don't exist until you say my name. Say my name.
I
No
say
problem.
your name.
Moving on.
We don't even know how to get in touch with Dave LeClaire. I just say his name 3 times, and he just pops up in the Google chat room just like that. I haven't actually confirmed he's in Connecticut. We don't.
Then they always have to yell at me because I'm always naked when I first appear. Apparently that's just not acceptable for
That's how
podcasts.
it works. Yeah.
Who knew?
Given that it was you naked with that beard, that was especially a problem.
Should I puff it out? Let me puff it out real quick. Here we go. Let me get a little
It
extra.
was getting to be a bit of bear. I don't really know.
Give it a puff. There we go. That's better.
You do actually look like a homeless guy. Has anyone told you that?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay. I don't want to be rude or anything, but seriously, you do look like a homeless guy.
I'm gonna keep it growing until I feel bored with it.
Moving right along then, Time Magazine found a robot telemarketer that constantly denied she was a robot. This is fantastic. I don't know if you've heard this. You can go to the article and listen to it. It's kind of freaky. I could try playing it here. But basically, it's someone who's trying to sell health insurance and asks, it sounds really good, and it asks if you have Medicare, and he just kept saying, "Are you a robot?" And it would just awkwardly pause, laugh, and say, "Hey, I'm not a robot." But it didn't seem to have a good, like, I'm a real person. And it denies it's a robot, and then they tried finding the company. They got someone on the phone eventually who said, "We don't use robots to call people," and hung up. And now the site's gone, and no one can find it, and it's really weird. And let me see if I can play some of this here for you.
Oh yeah, we can hear that.
You can hear that?
Yeah.
Hello, how are you today?
Okay, how are you?
Good. Well, I'm calling about an online request you once made about health insurance coverage. We work with all major companies and compare all the rates for you. I can get you a quote in about 5 minutes, okay?
Are you a robot?
I am a real person. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine, but you sound like a robot.
I understand.
It's the weird pause that does it. The weird pause makes me so uncomfortable.
Seems
Now-
like it could be like long distance or something.
What's up?
It seems like
Maybe.
it could be long distance, like.
And apparently people kept calling it back. Not all of them are posted here, but people kept calling back. And every time he asked if it was a robot from then on, it would just complain about a bad connection. Or if they asked something like, "Hey, do you have a unicycle?" it would just say, "I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that." So like if you don't stick to the track, it goes off. Now some people are saying this is clearly AI. The company denied it, and now no one can get in touch with the company. It seemingly just doesn't exist anymore. There was another theory in one of the comments. I think it was under the Time article. Someone said, "I bet you there's just some Indian guy somewhere with like a screen in front of him, and he can click responses when people say something because they don't want it to have an accent or whatever." That's possible
interesting.
too. That's possible too, but I don't know. It seems like a pretty elaborate thing to design an AI for. So I
Either
wonder
one
if
would be
that's it.
plausible, really, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? I mean, the speed of someone having to search for an appropriate response versus an AI.
Yeah,
looking up
I'm
what
just
you said.
picturing like a
It's
whole
the
bunch
same
of
thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
won't be able to tell the difference. But that's really good. I want to know where we can download this, basically. I wanna
download the
set that up
program
at
to
home.
do this, so you can start calling people. Like,
No,
have you
no, no.
considered-
So I can set up robot callers against my robot answerer, and like play them off up against each other. That would be awesome.
like if they call you, they just they connect to your AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. James has his cell phone number, which is unlisted, and a landline that he pays for specifically so he can fuck with robocallers. That's what he's, oh my.
Especially the ones that tell me I've got a virus on my Windows machine. God, we could have so much fun with those calls. This has got to be done.
It's got to, okay, well, see if you can find the software. You should check out this article because he keeps asking, "Are you a robot?" And she's just like, "I'm a real person."
So
Sorry
if you
about the
are a
connection.
robot, just say, "I'm not a robot."
Yeah.
I'm a real person, don't you?
Yeah,
We must have
it
a
wouldn't
better
say
connection.
I'm not a robot, and there's somewhere either the AI is freaking out, not sure how to respond, or there's some guy in Bangladesh or somewhere just like, "Oh, there's no I'm not a robot button. What do I do? What do I do?"
I guess
So-
there's
Probably
a
just
rule. There's a
programmed
law
it to
against that.
never admit. You never want to admit it. That's
Well,
like,
you're not
Yeah, the
allowed.
fact that they wouldn't admit it means that there must be some kind of a law against robot callers in America, I'm guessing.
I don't know. Never
Maybe.
done this before.
That's
How
why they
does it
would
work?
deny it so vehemently. I mean, otherwise, why bother, right? You could just... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why they deny. Like it never said outright, "I'm not a robot." It said, "I'm a real person," and technically that's true because it sounds like someone recorded that voice at some point. But they tried looking up the person who it claimed to be, and they can't find that person. It just doesn't exist.
I
Samantha
love
West
Pierre's
is
comment.
supposedly her name, but yeah.
Pierre says, wonder if anyone asked the bot what she was wearing.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Oh dear. Someone's asking, how does this work? It's a podcast. You can just hang out, talk with us in the chat room, and if you want to win the iPod, you have to design a 600 by 600 pixel image that gets to some kind of joke we talk about on the show. Here's the idea. Some kind of line from the show, unique art, and we'll give it to you. No problem. It's like $175 worth of kit, so
I get the
You know.
feeling no one's going to actually design an image, though. What are we going to do then?
guess I get an iPod.
You bastard.
No, if no one does it, we'll find some other thing in the next one, but whatever.
if no one does it, we'll just make them do something funny.
We'll see.
I will choose the thing they have to do.
Okay.
If you
There we
spam
go.
300 of your friends with a link to our show, yes.
Yes,
my
that's
goodness.
it. Perfect.
Moving right along now, AT&T said it can stop Google from using its poles for fiber in Austin. Now, Austin, in the city, the city owns most of the poles that all the cables are put along, but AT&T owns some of them, and they are claiming that they don't have to share the space, basically, which could slow Google down from spreading fiber throughout the city. This is nonsense. I'm glad Austin's taking a stand here to try to force them to do it, but, these companies are getting desperate to try competitors from entering the market, and it's disheartening to see. Dave?
Yeah, it sucks. But Austin is a great city, and now they're going to be even better because they'll have super fast internet. So
Yep.
I'm jealous.
Despite AT&T's best efforts.
Well, one way or the other, Google's getting in there. They're not going to stop them. They can
Do you not
slow
have
them
laws
down.
that say AT&T have to rent out not just their poles but even their fiber optic lines?
So the crux of the argument AT&T is saying is they have to rent out their poles. Well, Google's setting up their own fiber optic lines, so that's irrelevant. But AT&T is saying they only have to share their poles with registered telecom companies, and Google is not one. So Google would have to register as a telecom if they want to get access to that particular right. So maybe that's something Google has to end up doing.
Well, hang on. If Google's offering fiber, shouldn't it be a registered telecom company anyway? Otherwise, it can't offer fiber internet.
It probably is like one of those stupid 10-year. You have to go through 10-year process to become registered. I'm sure it's some bullshit nonsense that takes years to become.
But it seems like they shouldn't be offering fiber internet if they're not actually a registered telecommunications provider.
Maybe Google is not
play
a
good
certified
devil's advocate,
telecommunications provider. It's a video service provider as opposed to a television/cable company. So they just provide internet, not television.
So what? Google is not telecommunications. It's a video service provider.
I don't understand the distinctions here, James, and I'm not going to pretend that I do.
That seems way too technical, really, doesn't it? That
have
just
fun,
seems like
really? You think something in the world of the cable industry might be arbitrary and stupid?
Well, I thought they might have a point initially. I mean, why should they? But but if it's down to the difference between a video service provider or a television company, what?
Who knows?
Yeah, whatever.
Another whatever story. Snapchat maybe should have taken that $3 billion offer from Facebook.
shit.
I don't know if you remember. There was rumors, all but verified, I think, that Facebook offered Snapchat $3 billion cash, not stock, money that you can spend to buy stuff, not even Bitcoin, like actual U.S. currency, for their company, and they turned it down because we're Snapchat and we're awesome and we're going to change the world. So now Facebook has added a video messaging, a image messaging service to Instagram. Bye, Snapchat. Done. Sorry.
I
See you
never
later.
understood. I still don't get why Snapchat exists.
It makes no sense to me, but apparently
It's for
kids
sending dirty
love
pictures.
it.
What are you questioning this?
That's what I always thought. But Jess's sisters use it, and they chat with all their friends using Snapchat, and they send stupid little photos with their chats, and I say to them, I thought people only use that to send naked pictures of themselves. They're like, no, we use it to send all kinds of pictures. I'm like, well, why don't you just use
as
regular?
the naked pictures, sure.
If you're just sending regular pictures, why don't you just use text message? Why do you care if they're deleted right away? And they're like, I don't know. It's cool.
People have started using it.
Yeah, why not just continue using it to send other pictures too? Not every picture you send has to be naked, obviously.
But I don't know. I feel like if I send you a picture, James, I want you to keep the picture. I'm sending it to you not so you can see it and have it go away. I'm like, I think James will appreciate this picture. I want him to be able to take it in for the rest of his days on this earth. Not I want him to be able to take it in for 5 seconds and then have it wiped into some abyss unless he secretly takes a screenshot and then I know he took a screen. The whole thing is just ridiculous. If you're using it for naked pictures, then fine. If you're not, then stop using it.
It's a user base, but it's a user base that can quickly disappear. Instagram has an existing user base as well, and maybe this will supplant that. But I get the feeling there's not a lot of overlap between Instagram users and people who want to send pictures anonymously. Instagram users want that shit out there as much as possible. They want attention.
Well,
maybe as Snapchat.
Both, so there you go.
I think it's just a kickback against everything being public all the time, the way Facebook does it. I think it's just people want something that feels a little more private, and I don't know why you don't just use MMS, but whatever. Maybe that costs too much.
Because those are permanent, yo. Then they can see your dongs.
Oh,
forever.
that's true. Well, I get it from that point of view, Dave. I really do. But I was trying to explain it from the point of view of just fun. Yeah.
I don't think the people who are using Snapchat are that
savvy
to what's happening on the internet to even know that Facebook is stealing their information.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like teenagers who they have no idea what's really going on the internet, and it's like, well, this is the cool new thing, so let's use it.
Hey, teenage listeners, what's up?
Yeah, you're all
We're
idiots.
condescending to you.
I'm sorry that you're all dumb.
How's it going? Bitcoin news now, because it's apparently something we have to get at constantly. Norway is going to tax Bitcoin as an asset, not a currency. Now, this might seem silly and arbitrary to you, but an asset you have to pay capital gains tax on when you sell it. So if you bought some Bitcoin and it went up in value 7,000% or whatever, you've got to pay on it as though it was profit from an investment. This is basically Norway saying this doesn't really act as a currency. It's an investment that people are making. It's a speculative
question:
investment.
What is
or a
gold
commodity.
then? Is gold taxed as a currency or as an asset?
Gold is not. I believe it's taxed as a commodity, which is a different category altogether.
Oh, wouldn't that be an asset? No. Okay.
Probably an asset. I don't know the ins and outs of Norwegian law.
I would have called Bitcoin a commodity then, if there's a difference.
Justin, I thought you were like the god of Norwegian laws. I mean,
the god of Norwegian laws.
Who isn't?
That's true. The Norse pantheon has all kinds of just awesome gods from days of yore, but it's a much less interesting place now, isn't it? There's probably a god of finance now who's just like has a suit and he's got like a day job at the bank, but his godlike power is a really deep understanding of the fiscal policy. Yeah, I think we need to update Norse mythology to be more in line with life in contemporary Norway. So
Thing
what would
is,
yeah.
Cryptocurrencies aren't. They're pretty difficult to check up on. Like, they can't access it like your bank account as they would if they're the government.
No, but at some point, if you want to change that cryptocurrency, so it doesn't matter if you just have it in the cryptocurrency. Obviously, they can't track it, and then it's just sitting there, and it's an asset. You know, it's an investment you have out there. But once you change it into money, then the taxes apply. That's what they're saying.
If you sell it. No, if you don't sell it, if you use them like online to buy stuff, then they can't tax it.
That's the confusing bit here. That's not clear at all.
Well, no, they can't, because it's not a currency; it's an asset, right?
But it's an asset you just traded for something else. I don't know how that works.
But capital gains tax only works when you get money, doesn't it? It's not like you sell bitcoins for a horse. You get.
I just don't want to advise any Norwegian listeners to start using Bitcoin and not paying taxes on any gains you make from it, because that's probably not a good idea. Yeah. Disclaimer. Here's another thing you should tell you is you better keep them Bitcoins safe. This week's episode is brought to you by Bitdefender Quick Scan. Whenever you need a quick check or a second opinion, such as before logging into your favorite game, when your bank account, or buying something online, use Quick Scan directly from your browser. That again is Bitdefender Quick Scan. We want to thank Bitdefender for sponsoring us for quite a long time. It's been great. Check them out if you want to support the show a little bit.
I heard there's a new crypto coin, James. Have you heard about this? I saw it on Reddit yesterday, but I can't remember what it's called. There's another.
I put it on the Facebook page. Doggy coin.
Yeah, I was thinking about mining some. They're actually worth.
Did you see? Oh, I gotta dig this up.
The profitability on them is actually better than Litecoins, which I'm mining at the moment. Like, I would be better off just telling it to mine doggy coins rather than Litecoins.
Why are they called doggy coins?
Because it's named after its logo is the doggy. It started as a joke. I think it still kind of is a joke, but people are actually using it.
Wow.
Much value. Yeah, no, it's such currency. You need to watch this video.
Oh, it's based on the dog meme.
Yes, it is the doggy meme.
Yeah. Such value. Wow.
If you haven't seen this, I just put a video in the chat room. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it because it's hysterical. They're basically saying, you will have beautiful women surrounding you, and you will be a millionaire in 4 years if you buy Doggy Coin now. You should get started. Like, they're just, everything Bitcoin tries really hard to say, well, that's not what we are, guys. Doggy Coin's like, you're gonna be rich! You're gonna be amazing! There's nothing wrong with this. It's perfectly legal. And, like, in it, there's just beautiful women looking straight at the camera. What's your secret? How did you become so rich so quickly?
But people are buying it.
They're paying money for this shit.
Well, if I was going to get a coin, it would certainly be Dogecoin. I mean,
oh my goodness.
I'm going to go make some
just contributed the first art for the show, and it is truly hideous. Guys, you gotta step up. This is really bad.
That's terrible.
We'll draw art for iPod.
What is that?
I want to hurt my face.
Like a
I'm going to say
that
that's unacceptable, and that is not eligible to win.
Oh, come on, man. You must have spent at least 5 minutes on that.
I like the website. They got a shirt.
Oh man, Dogecoin has its own Wikipedia page, and it is worth looking at just to see the discussion about whether this should be banned or not.
Rich, very
good. You can't ban a coin.
How much?
No, like ban the Wikipedia page because it's not.
Oh,
important.
It is important. Oh my god.
So there's just a long conversation. Put the picture of the dog in the circle in the article.
I want the dog. I want the shirt. Someone buy me a Dogecoin shirt.
It's pretty transparent that this is just like a slight tweak of Bitcoin. Like the user interface for the client looks
look, dude,
almost
they all
identical.
All of the altcoins are an adjustment of the original code, but this one you can still mine. It says there are 2 types of coins now, right? Yeah. One of them's based on Bitcoin, the other one, and it's hash SHA-2256 hash or whatever. This is a script coin, which means you can still mine it at home using.
We used to joke that these online currencies were backed by the full faith and trust of internet memes. Now, this one actually is. This is ridiculous.
Please
you can exchange it to Bitcoin.
Such profit.
There's no exchange. What?
I'm reading. If you go to their website, every now and then it randomly pops up little pieces of.
There are tons of altcoins, all right. If you go to coinwars.com, spelled with a Z, you can see the current valuations of them all, and you see they've all got value. People are buying them, and the cool thing is that they each kind of have one different aspect about them. Like obviously this one's a bit of a joke, which happened to have taken off, but then you have ones like Peercoin, which is a bit more peer-to-peer based, doesn't actually require people to mine it, because in the end, I think if you keep peer coins, if you save them, they actually kind of mine themselves. So it maintains the network itself without the miners. So that's like the peer coin. And then there's other ones like sex coin, which is being made to use on adult sites. And they each have like some unique little thing about them, which I think is really cool.
I'm just gonna go, like, because I'm an amateur porn star in my free time, and I'm just gonna go to the grocery store and I'm like, oh, I don't have any U.S. dollar, but do you take sex coin? And that's just gonna go over great, right? Like, what?
And then they're gonna say, no, we only take Dogecoin.
We only take Dogecoin. I'm like, damn it! I knew I should have gotten in on Dogecoin at the bottom floor. Oh man, the thing with this video I linked to, and I'll put it in the summary here, is they put a lot of time into producing this thing. Like, it's pretty well filmed, and Dogecoin, you're weird because you're clearly a joke. Clearly a joke. And you're just doing everything you can to make people excited about getting rich. And oh man, this is weird, man. These digital altcoins popping up like wildfire. I think we need to get in on this. I think Dave, you need to make your own currency.
Can we call it Dave Coin?
What's so cool about Dave Coin? Why do I want
a fire coin? It has a.
You grow a beard if you own it. Such beard. Wow.
No, you can't. That's Dogecoin.
So original.
No, they've already got the market cornered on that.
Yeah, but I can steal it.
You know what? There's actually a plugin for WooCommerce that lets you accept Bitcoins and Litecoins, which I'm going to be adding to my shop. So if you have Bitcoins or Litecoins, you'll be able to buy one of my my Arduino starter kits and stuff pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
This video is hilarious. I'm watching it right now.
Oh, the Dogecoin? Yeah. It's just I watched it and I'm like, holy crap. So it's all shot first-person perspective, as though it's 4 years from now, and you are a millionaire, because Dogecoin's just going to make you rich right away.
Dogecoin millionaire, named trading millionaire of the year. This picture is Times Square.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
This video only has 10,000 views.
Oh, man. I just really don't like it when people resort to cheap... Oh, no! My iPod! Oh well.
Well played.
I would do better if I wanted the iPod. That's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
He doesn't want the iPod.
Get out.
Oh
You
yes,
don't
that's
want
what
it, I'm not
Koshi's
giving
got
it
it.
to
I
you.
would call my coin Ox Coin.
Boo.
For every coin you own, you would become slightly more powerful.
I'm not even going to indulge
Eventually,
that.
you'd be able to just,
I
like,
prefer Philip's money coin.
eventually you'd be able to just stomp your foot to the ground.
Philip,
and-
you make money
Positive.
coins. I will mine the shit out of it.
You make the dollar coin. That would work.
I will be there. Money coin. Okay. You know who else has some money? Is Facebook. Yes, segue of the year. Facebook, apparently, sometimes you'll type something like an angry response to a stupid political point your, I don't know, cousin makes. And then you realize, wait, the rest of my family's going to see this, and then they're all going to make stupid points to counter it, and it's just a huge waste of time. I don't want to do it. Your family will probably never find out what you were going to type, but Facebook knows. They record everything you type if you type it into the Facebook comment field, whether you backspace it or not. So that's creepy. That's just there. Nothing you can do about that. I don't know if you saw XKCD today, but very relevant.
I don't know what that's right.
What else are they tracking, James?
I was going to actually say, good thing Google doesn't do this, or it would have formed ideas about me being a psychopathic bastard with murderous tendencies, because I tend to rewrite emails like 5 times before I send them to you.
I'm sure.
But then I read the article and it said they did, so...
Wait, I've read your emails, and I am shocked to find out there's some stuff you do delete.
No,
I know,
you would
the
be...
things you
oh my
actually
god.
send.
Because the stuff that gets through isn't exactly
You would be
family
shocked,
friendly.
seriously. I would have lost my job millions of
So the
years ago.
first thing you say is like, I wish you had an infant so I could go to your house and kill it, and then you like tone down,
Then he toned it down to just like.
and then
I
you
wish
end up with the
had a
emails you send
toddler.
out from that.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
god, you are a monster.
I am. It's true.
You know?
Oh dear.
Still working.
James
It's
a
really
bad
wet. I'm gonna like wash
How's that?
this with soap after. More Facebook news. They're also planning on adding autoplay video ads to their timeline. There's going to be movie trailers added in full HD, playing whether you want them to or not, just as you scroll through your timeline next week. This would be a good time for everyone to stop using Facebook. You think they will, Dave?
No, but
Yeah.
I did see an article on, I think it was on like the Wall Street Journal yesterday, that was talking about how Facebook is just just a giant blob of shit that's crumbling under its own weight.
Oh man, you see what they did now? So we've got the Technophilia Facebook page. We've got quite a few fans, 12 of whom actually listen to the show, and
Tragic. I don't know why I'm laughing.
they've adjusted their algorithm. So if we post something, fewer people see it by default now, but a pop-up comes that says, hey, this post is doing pretty well. You should give us $60 and we'll make sure more of your fans see it. So
Wow.
That's ridiculous. Like they're not even being subtle about this. They're trying to monetize everything they can. And it just feels like a company that's just trying to mine their existing user base for all it's worth instead of trying to keep building. And it's just always sad, but you know, that's when you've got 1/6 of the population of humanity, I guess you're not focused on growth as much, and this is the kind of stuff you're going to do.
Yeah, I
Everyone-
think if they do this, that probably will be the last straw for me.
The online video ads?
Well, auto-playing video ads, if they do that,
Mhm.
I will just
That's the
message
plan.
everyone, be like, tell me your phone number, sod it, I'm done with this crap.
Already when I scroll through Facebook, I'd say about 1/4 of everything is something I'm actually interested in reading. And that's just because there's the sponsored posts, and then there's people who inexplicably, I don't know, their algorithm's supposed to track.
Then there's those
Yeah.
bastards who post about what pizzas they're eating and stuff.
Yo,
That-
James, we need to have a talk about your Facebook page. Because every time you order pizza, an ad goes up.
I know, and I
And-
did not give permission for it to do that, and I keep forgetting
And
that
I
it does
understood that the first time, but then the second time, what the hell, man?
But the thing is, I log in and it remembers who I am. That's all I want to do. I just want to authenticate. I don't want it to post my crap. It's so
What?
annoying.
So listeners, every time James orders a pizza, it says on his timeline, I'm ordering a delicious crispy hot pizza from Pizza Hut. What the hell, Pizza Hut? Why are you doing that? Why are you automatically posting on other people's behalf? James is fairly savvy. He should be able to figure out how to turn this off, and he apparently can't. So
I should be, but I don't know how. Where is it? How do I do this?
I
Seriously.
don't know. I'm not the one who. I don't tie my pizza ordering to my Facebook account. That's
Neither do I.
Yeah,
I just log in
Dumb.
with it. God damn it.
Scudderman points out quite aptly that Facebook is a social experiment built to see how bad a service needs to get before people are willing to put effort into moving away from it. Yeah, I think that's about it.
You know what? Not to burn bridges with any potential advertisers or anything, but
Yeah.
this guy emailed me again today offering us to let us join their premium animated ads program. And their demo was like this freaking ninja that jumps out from the middle of the page. And he had the gall to say, even users really prefer it to regular boring ads. I kind of wanted to punch him in the balls, you know? So listen up, listeners. We don't do that kind of shit on Make Use of, all right? So please don't block the ads.
Wait, we could have had ninjas rolling around on our website, and you said no?
That sounds pretty awesome.
This is the stuff that don't even make
We
it
are
to the
not
bosses.
friends anymore.
I filter this out before they even get a chance to look at this.
Yeah,
This is-
but
I'm
now
not
they know
forwarding
about
that to anyone.
Ibeck
no.
listens to the show
Damn
every
it.
week. No, he does. So you're screwed, buddy. There's going to be ninjas on the page. Hi, Ibeck. Thanks for paying for the show.
Oh. Speaking
What?
of which, if you fancy getting your hands on some lovely advertising revenues from your own website,
Yeah.
Christmas holidays are the perfect time to start
Okay.
with this fantastic $2.95 per month hosting offer from SiteGround. Just visit the special URL at muo.fm/SiteGround offer. muo.fm/SiteGround offer. And SiteGround. Awesome hosting providers, $2.95 Christmas offer. Go sign up. Make a website.
Random ad. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that was pretty good, James.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm just right there. Okay, so we got a pretty awesome article on Make Use of. I wanted to point out the do-it-yourself gaming gifts thing here. I know, plugging Make Use of stuff on the podcast, whatever.
Unbelievable.
I thought these were pretty cool. I don't know, James, would you try any of these? The Chocolate Space Invaders were a highlight for me.
I'm not sure how to make chocolate space invaders.
You just melt chocolate into little Space Invader shapes. Awesome.
Space invaders.
Pixel art is easy and it's fantastic, and you should all try it. Let's see if I broke it. I didn't! For a second, I'm like, oh shit, I put it in there without a headphone in the jack. I wonder if that works
How
or
many
not.
times can you dunk it?
How many
That's the
times
question.
can... Well, it's made for people who are like swimming, so it should be fine, shouldn't it? I don't know. If you think I can try this in something else, guys, let me know in the chat.
I want to do more waterproof testing because I did those hard drives for the giveaway and I threw them in the swimming pool and one of them broke. That was quite fun.
What?
I wanna
Wait,
do
there was
more.
waterproof hard drives? I didn't notice this one.
Yeah, it was supposed to be waterproof to like 6 meters or something. I threw it in about 1.5 meters and it just wouldn't turn on again. Absolutely hopeless.
Oh my goodness.
Look, speaking of pixel art, look, check this out.
Yep.
Oh,
how'd you make that yourself?
I didn't make that. I bought that though, but still.
That's pretty sweet.
It was like the
pretty
place I bought it from was at one of those gaming conventions. They were selling them for like $5, and I was like, "That's cool," so I bought it.
And I really would encourage people to make stuff themselves instead of participating in the orgy of consumption that takes place this time of year. And another cool idea was you just buy some cheap corkboard, you cut it into a pixel art type shape, and someone made a pretty cool Pac-Man looking thing. I think that's a great idea. I think that's fantastic. So you should check out this article. It's in the link here. I'm not so sold on the Minesweeper pillows, but the handcrafted Zelda coasters are pretty awesome. So check it out, guys. Moving right along, Google is buying all the robots. They bought a military contractor that makes a whole bunch of different robots that are pretty kind of mesmerizing to watch, including one that looks like a cheetah running. What's the name of the company here? Sorry. Boston Dynamics. Meaning Google is technically now a military contractor. They are selling these robots to DARPA.
That's
So-
worrying.
Well,
Well,
they
I, for
say,
one, welcome
Yeah.
our overlords.
would do.
Okay, Google, I'm on your side.
Apparently, it was the creator, the founder of Android. I think he was brought to the company as part of the Android acquisition, and he's really obsessed with robots. He wants Google to really get into the robot market, so now they own Boston Dynamics. These creatures are awesome. If you can check out videos, you should. The cheetah running is just, again, wow. So I don't know what they're going to do with these things, but Google owns it now. I'm assuming that these robots are going to walk up to people on the street and say, "Would you like to join Google Plus?" Because that seems to be the end game with all their products right now. But I'm not entirely sure. Dave?
There's another person in the chat room pretending to be another person from GiantBomb.com.
Oh, there was 2 people from Giant Bomb I was chatting with before. There's Brad Shu.
Oh, Jeff Gerstmann's here too? Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, so they're both in the chat room, though they are not here officially from Giant Bomb, apparently.
Last week it was Vinny Caravella, but whoever was pretending to be Vinny Caravella spelt Vinny wrong. So
really? He spelled his name wrong?
They put an E in it, Vinney,
Oh,
but Vinny spells it Vinny. But I was pretending to go along with it, and then Dave's like, "You know that's not really Vinny, right?" And I'm like, yeah.
So Scudderman in the chat room is trying to help James sort out his privacy settings.
Yeah, I think you've got to
figure it
give him the iPad now. That's awesome, because I've just fixed that. The
You didn't know
iPod,
you seriously didn't know where that was?
I did
It's
not.
not an iPad, it's an iPod.
iPod. There's like 142 apps listed under my user. This sucks.
You know what? I said 600 by 600 art, and I'm sticking to that. Someone needs to make some art for us here.
I tried, man. I'm sorry. Thank you anyway.
You know, speaking of Giant Bomb, I've been really thinking about signing up for a premium membership on that site, which I've never done before. You know,
Why is that?
Signing up for for content on the site, because they're one of the few sites that actually try to make profit by just offering an account that gives you exclusive access. And I've been really thinking about doing it, and I just have a hard time pulling the trigger.
Still working.
I don't know. I'm not used to paying for content. You get content for free all the time, and now it's like
You pay for games.
yeah, but not like like written content. Like or video content, the kind of content that we deliver. But
You know, if you don't like advertising and you want sites to exist, you got to find some other way. And I think people paying for it's going to be how it works.
the ads
Don't they
don't
give
bother
you-
me. It's more just that I go there so much that I want to support them.
That makes sense. That makes sense. What's going on?
James is doing something weird.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Oh crap! Can you hear my mining rig? Is that what you can hear?
Oh, mining? What?
I'm mining Litecoins.
Why?
Hang on,
Why aren't you
I'll-
mining doggy coins, you moron?
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
you're
haven't
in the
set it up
wrong
yet.
business, dude.
I'm.
Such currency.
Much value.
Wow. Yeah, I can't turn it off, otherwise.
When you
I'll
mine a
lose money.
Litecoin, do you say "wow" after? I mean, come on.
You don't technically find a Litecoin. You get a piece of a Litecoin from your mining pool. God, Dave, you're so uninformed about this.
Okay, so memes have a shelf life of about 3 hours, and we're basing a currency on it. This is just I don't see how this could go wrong. I mean, if I could have had Star Wars kid currency back in the day, I'd be rich, right? That never
Everyone
got
on
old.
Reddit already hates the doggy memes, so I don't know.
Well,
I feel like that
yeah.
meme's already past its prime.
It's
Well,
done.
except our Doggy Coin subreddit, presumably.
Though someone made a parody of Time magazine, and it said 2013, such person, much year, wow. And okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Person.
Such person.
Such mega. What man? Wow.
It's so dumb. Yeah, that's kind of an awful meme. I don't know why that one caught on so huge, but there you go. Sprint wants to buy T-Mobile, which would leave the U.S. with 3 major carriers. Again, T-Mobile was the company AT&T tried to buy, and the government didn't let them. So is the government going to let the 2 bottom dogs in the race get together? What do you think, Dave?
I think that they will and that they should. It gives them like a fair chance. If you combine the 2 bottomists, maybe they'll actually be like able to legitimately compete with Verizon and AT&T. Because right now, I mean, other than like in certain little areas, there's like certain parts of the country where like people use T-Mobile a lot, and certain parts of people use Sprint. It's pretty much just AT&T and Verizon.
Yeah, but if you're traveling a lot, you kind of have to stick with AT&T or Verizon because they have coverage everywhere, whereas T-Mobile, it's basically the major cities, right?
But if you merge T-Mobile and Sprint together, maybe you
I think you'd still mostly have the major cities. Like, I think they have a lot of redundant... You don't think so?
I don't know. I'm sure there's places where T-Mobile has good coverage and Sprint doesn't.
No, T-Mobile and Sprint use the same technology, right? So it's only Verizon that uses the weird one.
Yeah, Verizon uses the weird one.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Technical details here for y'all.
Verizon, Sprint and T-Mobile and AT&T use GSM, and Verizon uses CDMA, I think it's called? No,
that's CDMA.
Is that what it's called?
So, and that's why if you get a
CDMA,
Verizon phone and you want to use it outside the country, you gotta like buy a special expensive one that does both.
Well, now the iPhones all are world phones on Verizon also. They have SIM cards in them that are just not like being used when they're here, but they can just go.
Got it. Okay. But anyways, we'll see if that happens. I don't know. T-Mobile's been trying some things to shake up their business after failing to merge with AT&T. They really wanted to do that, but the government basically blocked the acquisition from happening, trying to encourage competition, but T-Mobile feels like it's screwed. But they did add a plan, like a 1 monthly payment to use anywhere around the world. That's a pretty good idea.
Sprint uses CDMA, according to Pierre Latopo.
Oh, do they? Well, that's interesting. Didn't know that. That's going to kind of suck. When can I see the Technophilia Inspectors episode? I don't know. Maybe we'll do that in the new year.
What is the Technophilia?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
When are we going to do that?
I don't know. January. I wasn't planning to do a show next week.
Wait, I'm confused. What is the Technophilia Inspectors episode?
Inspectors
it's the next
is a game.
roleplay game we're going to play, remember?
Robert.
No, I don't remember. That's why I'm asking, stupid.
Oh.
It's another role-playing type game. I don't remember all the details, but it's apparently really loose with the rules. So we could role-play even more. I know, right?
It's where you make up facts, and the listeners should be able to join in by making up facts for us.
Yeah. Speaking of making up facts, Twitter. That site is known for having some people with lots of followers. Celebrities, particularly, will have lots of followers who constantly try to talk to them. And you know what? Some people on the internet, I don't know if you're aware of this, Dave, are assholes. Did you know that?
No, not true.
Yeah. It's a surprise to some people. And this is why Twitter has always had a block function. This allows people who use Twitter a lot to interact with people directly to filter out crap. Now, how it's always worked is if you block someone, it makes it so that they're no longer following you. They no longer see your updates, and they can't interact with you. It does both. Twitter changed the block function so that it didn't do that anymore for some reason. And a lot of high-profile people were like, okay, I can't use Twitter anymore. And within hours, Twitter reversed and went back to its old policy. So good for them, listening to their people, because that's where the value in their network is their users being happy.
Wait, why do they care if you? If I block somebody, I don't care if they can still see my tweets. I just don't want to see their shit.
Well,
what difference does it make if they see what you're saying?
You know, I should have written something up for this. I had it in my head, and now I don't. I'm sorry, guys. The changes made it possible for blocked users to continue to follow, view, reply to, and retweet the tweets of blockers. Wait, in what sense are they...
Yeah, if they can reply to it, then how are they blocked?
Yeah. In what sense are they blocked? I don't even understand what they were doing.
That's what I would want to block. I would want to block their replies to me. I just don't want to see what they're tweeting to me. If they see what I'm tweeting, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah. Well, you know... So there were people immediately putting up tutorials explaining if you make your account private for a second and then block everyone, then they'll go away. Apparently, in a lot of cases, if you're a high-profile person and you say something and people respond by saying terrible, terrible things, it can increase friction for these trolls if they have to seek you out again and refollow. James, you've got to do something about that.
All right.
What the hell is in that computer? Is there like a timer in there?
So wait,
there's an R9 290. It's running at 20 intensity, and it's about 80 degrees C right now. The fan's at 3,500 RPM. Boom.
All this is to mine
money. You paid real money.
Yes.
For a computer that is using your power, which also costs real money, on the hope that you might be able to trade your hypothetical money for something of value at some point in the future.
Yes. But I needed a new graphics card anyway, man. Who doesn't?
Oh, okay. It's not like it's one of them dedicated things. It's just a box.
Oh, no. It's not an ASIC miner. It's just a new graphics card. You can't.
It's a new graphics card. Okay. Well, you know, I'm going to get a graphics card and just mine doggy coins because it's the future. Speaking of the future, robots make up 61% of all online traffic now. I guess this ranges from everything like Google's search algorithm constantly trolling the web to find things to spammers. This is surprising to me, though. I didn't think it was this high. Did you, James?
Honestly, I'm not surprised.
No, why not?
The other 38% is P2P torrent traffic, and the remaining 1% is legit, right?
Yeah, so this is saying that 38.5% of internet traffic is humans. What are these robots doing that takes up all this? I don't understand.
Actually, I think they're probably DDoSing Bitcoin exchanges and mining
Oh my
pools.
goodness.
No, I mean,
Really?
like, now there's literally money sitting there, right? It's not
Yeah.
like you're just hacking a forum and getting a bunch of passwords. Now
Yeah.
you can hack something and get real bloody money. It's like breaking into your house, but, you know, you get real money from it.
Cyber
what I
currency is a
reckon.
mess, man.
But
I
in
love
fairness, 61% of all the phone calls I get are bots too, so it's not like this is limited to internet. I mean,
Who calls
61%
you?
of my mail is trash.
Well, that's
It's
true.
spam
But it's
anyway.
trash put together by a British worker who really wanted to, yeah.
Well, my phone calls aren't British, I'll tell you that.
Who's calling you?
Bunch of people from India. That's
What?
all they do That's all they do in India, isn't it? They're all outsourced marketing callers.
Mm.
Not racist at all, because
Yeah,
it's
not-
true.
Not you're an asshole.
Deny it then. Whatever.
Did you know that you can haggle at Best Buy? I didn't realize this, but it's apparently become increasingly common. Services like Best Buy are trying to compete with Amazon, and if you notice that there's a cheaper price at Amazon or some other store, you can just say, hey, I saw this cheaper there. Can you match the price? And they usually will. They're instructed to do so. You don't even have to know that there's a cheaper price. You could just ask for a discount when you're buying a computer, and they'll negotiate with you. This is a thing now. So
This isn't really
kind
news,
of a
is it?
pain.
I mean, don't all shops have a local store price matching policy or something?
What's new is that they're actually training their staff at stores like Best Buy, at stores like all these major chains that before would just say, nope, that's our price, that's what it is. They're training them the art of haggling. So we're becoming more like the rest of the world in that regard here in America. Maybe in the UK, haggling? See, I don't even know how to pronounce the word. It's so rare here. Maybe it's a bit more common, but here it's weird. People just don't do it, but it's starting to happen more and more.
You don't
and
haggle,
just do
but
it.
it's a price matching policy. You're just like, well, they've got it cheaper down the road. I'm going to buy it from them. And they're like, all right, we'll match their price then. Just prove
Yeah.
it. Not a...
If Best Buy
They're
is always
apparently,
done,
like, sometimes you can just say, I would like 20% off, and they will just do it. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for electronics. Yeah.
But don't be a dick about it.
Oh, don't be a dick about it. You know, it's an art. You gotta be.
If you're
just-
a nice person, they might. But if you're a dick
Yeah.
about it, no. Why the hell would they? You know?
Yeah. Anyways.
I used to work at an electronics store that was like a smaller store, and our prices were always haggly.
That was always true of the smaller ones. Yeah. It's
It was
just,
nothing was locked. Anything could be asked to go speak to the manager to get yourself a better price.
yeah.
But of
Most
course, the
people
prices started higher than Best Buy. So
Well, that's the thing, is those policies usually existed to compete with Best Buy. What's interesting is Best Buy is now adding that because they are now the one that's being upset by another upstart company, and that's all these online ones. So, you know, if you were thinking of Best Buy but you found it cheaper online but you also want it quickly, you could probably go to a store like it and haggle. So that's an option for you now. Just general
you say haggle funny. You say
Haggle.
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 It's
a
his
soft
Dutch
egg.
roots.
Bagel, bagel,
Soft A, haggle.
haggle. Anyways, let's move on to the gaming news, the part of the show where Dave says things because I'm too lazy. Dave?
And James disagrees with them.
Yeah.
I've said a lot of things this show, though, so I don't know.
You really have. You
Weird.
really have. You've been.
This whole show is broken. I think we should just cancel the gaming news. I've said
That's just because half of the news was all about American-only crap that I couldn't give a toss
That's
about.
true.
Add
So-
something to the outline.
Yeah, that's true. You
Yeah,
didn't
in
add
fairness,
any.
I didn't add a damn thing, and that's because nothing happened this week. that
I even
deemed
added
was even
things.
vaguely
It's
interesting.
Weird. Something is wrong.
Oh my goodness. Steam
so-
OS.
SteamOS beta is here. However, you need to be like some kind of Linux guru to be able to install it because there's all these different the list of steps to install it to your computer. It's not like just put in a disk and click run. You know, you got to do all the
and
weird.
the
I thought it was
hardware
a whole-
requirements are pretty specific too,
Isn't
aren't
it a
they?
whole ISO? Don't you just download an image of it? I didn't think it was something.
I
you
don't
had
know.
to
It says
install.
you got to do like some kind of UEFI entry and some
Oh
BIOS.
no, that's only if you have some really messed up new computer.
Yeah, anything with Windows 8, you'd need to do that, and that's something Linux users have to deal with now too.
For the most
It
part,
sucks,
you
but
just
it's true.
download it, put it on a USB key, and stick it in your machine. I think.
So it looks like it's got a Debian base, and it's got a very simple desktop interface, and then it runs Steam's big picture mode, basically, right?
Yeah, from what I was reading, it sounds like once you get it installed, a lot of the stuff in there you need to kind of have a pretty good understanding of Linux, because a lot of like the fancy GUI stuff that Valve will be adding later to make everything real easy to use for like dumb people like me is not there yet. So you got to do a lot of like terminal kind of stuff to run things and whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to install it because I'm scared, but I will install it when it's done.
I thought the whole idea was you wouldn't get this kind of dodgy desktop thing. It would just launch straight into like big screen Steam.
Well, that's the
stuff,
idea.
right?
This is very much in testing mode right now.
Right, it's still early. It's an
Yeah.
early beta, so a lot of the stuff's not done. When it's done, everything will be perfectly suited to dumb people like me, where everything is just
Yeah.
click on stuff and run stuff and do
Fair
stuff.
enough.
But yeah, but if you're feeling brave and you want to check it out,
Scudderman points out in the chat room that you need an NVIDIA GPU. Will not work with anything else. So
Why?
keep that in mind. Because they
There you
haven't
go.
built it for anything else yet.
They suck ass.
are they planning
Well,
on building
you know-
it for other stuff?
I have no idea what they're planning to build it for.
My
I should
fancy
know
new
that. I
GPU
feel like I
is
should know that.
AMD.
I don't
But
know.
it's built on Debian. I am assuming that it's open source enough that someone could add other stuff. They just want to make sure that the games that they have on it run well on most hardware configurations, so they limit it at first. Welcome to the world. I mean, you can get from NVIDIA Linux drivers. I don't think you can for most of the other major chipsets, like official proprietary ones. There's just hacked together ones, and they probably don't want their games running on that.
AMD
it
has
sucks.
drivers.
For Linux?
Yeah, I mean I'm pretty sure that's how my thing's mining. It runs Linux to mine.
Oh, I'm not sure if those are the official drivers, but
Yeah, maybe.
I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember. Scudderman, correct me. But it's a huge pain getting drivers up and running for video cards in Linux. It's easier than it was 5 years ago, but it's still not exactly Windows level.
So will
easy.
Valve eventually have it where it's just easy like Windows? You think that's the goal?
I think Valve wants as many people involved in gaming, and that includes video card manufacturers, to move to Linux because they do not like the direction Microsoft is heading.
Right.
And, that's why they are putting together their own operating system now. They're drawing a line here.
They have a new VR section now as well. You can go into the Steam store and find VR-supported games, which is kind of cool.
Nobody cares about that. Let's move on.
Yeah, they do, because they're even building their own VR headset. My God, catch up.
They're built as Steam is?
Yeah, Valve is.
Oh, yeah.
Valve is, yeah.
We talked about that on this very show a few months ago,
He
Justin. Where were
turns
you?
off when we get to games.
I don't listen to this show.
That's fair. I don't listen to it either.
Let's
Sometimes
talk
Jeff
about
makes me
PlayStation Plus a little.
Yeah, so PlayStation Plus continues to be the best value in gaming, and it continues to take a giant shit all over Microsoft's games with gold or whatever they call their free game thing.
And yet you kept the Xbox One.
Well, I like the system better. I don't care about the free games. I pay for my games and buy them. So this month you get DMC, which is the latest Devil May Cry game, which is supposed to be very, very good. I haven't played it yet, but I will now because it's going to be on this. Borderlands 2, which was awesome. I played through and beat Borderlands 2, and I love it. And on Vita you get Soul Sacrifice, which is like kind of a weird, scary-looking kind of game. And you get Blaze Blue, which is a weird-ass Japanese fighting game. So all on December 24th. So boot up your Sony devices and get some free games, yo. 'Cause free is good.
Scudderman, just to issue a correction here, said both AMD and NVIDIA have proprietary drivers on Linux, and both have open source reverse engineered drivers, so you can choose. There will be AMD drivers included in the final version of SteamOS, but it's NVIDIA only for now.
They probably just figured right now NVIDIA is more popular, so they should get that running first.
Yeah,
and they can add
it's a work in
AMD
progress.
later.
It does say beta. I think Google kind of wrecked the definition of beta by having Gmail be beta for 5 years and having it be the most popular email thing. And like people just don't realize that beta means not done.
Yeah, beta.
Yeah, beta.
Especially now with like every game on Steam is doing like their early access thing. You buy the game and then you get it.
That's annoying.
Yeah, but I was reading that like 10 of the top 20 best-selling games on Steam are early access right now.
weird.
Speaking of not early access, there's a release date for the Elder Scrolls Online, which everyone is very excited about because it's an MMO that's going to be like Skyrim, which is like the dream. So
That's the dream.
I don't know. I'm excited about it. You're not excited, James?
I kind of saw it at the London Expo Eurogamer thingy, whatever they call it, and I wasn't that excited for it. I just thought, whatever.
I mean, it's still an MMO, so it has a lot of the MMO tropes that you may or may not like. But I like WoW, so I like MMOs, and I like the Elder Scrolls universe.
I never got into MMOs. I don't know why.
I did. I got into Warcraft for about a week until I realized I was going to become one of those people, and I uninstalled it.
I was going to say, Justin, probably because you're too cheap to pay $15 a month to play a game. If I had to guess, that would be my reason for assuming why you would not get into it.
Well, it'd be $15 a month, and then I'd lose a whole bunch of time to it, and I just don't know if I would ultimately feel more satisfied.
It is like
with
crack.
It. Yeah.
Maybe I should say the release date, since that was the crux of the story, though.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no one cares.
No one cares. All right, so for the PC and Mac, it comes on April 4th, 2014, and for console, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it comes in June of 2014. So,
Sweet.
regardless of the platform, your online adventures will be here before you know it. That's a
Can we
direct
play
quote.
offline?
No, it's an MMO.
So, this isn't the next Skyrim then? Is there a next Skyrim?
No, this is a separate team at Bethesda making it. It's not.
So is anyone working on the next Skyrim? Is that a
And
separate
think of how
thing?
long the gap was between Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Elder Scrolls Skyrim. One came out at the start of the console,
Oblivion.
one came out at the end. So
They put years into these Skyrim
those are like
games,
5 years in between. So we're still like probably a good 3 years away.
Oh, that sucks.
Real
So
Elder
no new
Scrolls.
GTA and no new Skyrim for at least 5 years. Well, sod it.
Well, you'll get a new Call of Duty every year, though. Isn't that exciting?
Not if it's made by the morons who made this year's again.
Titanfall's coming in March anyway.
I bet you there'll be a new Madden football too. That's gonna be
a new Madden,
amazing.
yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Probably a new
So,
FIFA.
Dave, I watched the
real gamer.
VGX thing, or at least I started to, and I think the guy you really hate is the guy who I really like. Like, the
No,
really
I
sarcastic...
like him, but I just it gets old after a while. His
Joel
I don't know who he
McHale.
is. I never-
Joel McHale.
seen
Now,
him before, but
If you
I
haven't
really liked
watched
it.
Community, you really should. That is
The other guy was such a
Yeah.
gimp, you know?
You don't like
And
Jeff
he was-
Keighley?
No, he was just, like, so scripted and fake, it felt like, and
That's just
the other
Jeff
guy was
Keighley.
like, yeah. So this
He's a
crap.
professional, Jeff Keighley. That's why. The other guy, Joel's just like drunk and saying things. He was like me on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's wrong.
No one
not,
likes
not
you.
the other scripted guy like Justin. No one likes him. yeah.
Justin was Jeff Keighley, and I. So maybe that's why I didn't like him because
I've
see too
listened to
much
the
of
shows
myself.
when I'm gone. It's not exactly just whatever.
Whatever.
Justin's all.
I think
offended
you'd
now.
miss
God
me
damn
if
it,
I
assholes!
I'm gonna leave and start my own podcast where we
Aw.
just discuss philosophy. And
He's gonna
you're
call it Technophilia's with a Z at the end.
Technophilia.
Techno. Yeah.
I
So,
wouldn't have carried on.
moving
that
right
other guy,
along.
though.
so the
The
Xbox
Xbox
One
One.
has officially won the console wars.
Really?
It's over.
Really?
Legit. Right,
It's over.
Okay.
They are the most wished item over the PlayStation 4.
So no one's buying it, but they wish they had one.
They wish they. Yep.
Well, that's pretty crap, actually.
They win. It's over, man. The console wars. They're wished for.
Throw that iPod on the washing machine. Like you want me? I could probably run this through the washing, like if I left it in my pocket, and it would be fine. Because you have been seeing me dunk this. It still plays. The thing is, it's kind of weird. The buttons are kind of hard to push, and it doesn't quite feel like I have pushed them. And I guess that's because of all the crap they pumped in here to make it waterproof, but it's working. Yeah.
This is actually, yeah. So, the Wii U is ranked 37th.
Well, that's surprising.
Over
Vita
like
is
a Hello
ranked,
Kitty keychain?
The Vita is ranked 39th.
Oh, that's
So-
Oh my goodness.
Console
I love
wars over,
Nintendo.
everybody. You
This
can
is their
rest
GameCube year. This is their year off. Sorry, see you next gen, Nintendo. Maybe.
The Wii U is finding a little footing now. It's getting better.
It is. It's just worrying how I don't know. I don't know. The GameCube was a perfectly fine system.
What's the champion game of the Wii U right now? Is it have they come
The
out
new
with
Mario.
whatever the battle thing is? What's
No, the new Mario game that just came out. Mario.
Yeah, Super
3D
Mario.
World.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I bet that's original.
It's got amazing reviews.
It did.
It's
Across
Mario.
the board.
Amazing reviews by people who just buy that damn game every time. If I'll tell you what, I'll review it and tell you how frickin' lame it is.
This one does some new stuff, man, and it's got a cat suit.
Oh my god!
Such
Really?
cat. Wow.
No, you can't use that for cats. That's not.
I just did. You can't stop me. You can't. I can't take it back. This show's live,
Oh
dog.
my goodness. Oh my. Yeah, we used to say as we were recording, oh well, we can just remove that. That's not an option anymore. Every stupid thing we say just goes out. So,
I mean, we could
yeah.
still remove it from the post, but it won't. But whoever.
But a lot
did
of people watch, even if they don't watch it live, they watch the video version
That's
later
true.
instead of
That's true.
subscribing. Yeah, so we're just here. This is just what it is. Yeah, I don't know. Nintendo, they're not doing so well this time.
I
around.
want a Wii U. So does that help Nintendo's cause that I want?
No, because you didn't buy it.
Oh yeah.
I kind of want the Wii U too, but I've got like 6 years of Wii games to play yet, so I'm gonna wait. I'm just
Well, I
gonna.
don't
kind
even
of
have a
want a
Wii.
Ferrari, but it's not on my.
Oh yo,
wish
you know what
list.
Jess got me for Christmas? I don't know if you
What?
saw my tweet, but Jess got me a TurboGrafx 16 for Christmas. She gave it to me as an early
I
Christmas.
saw that on your Facebook.
Oh yeah.
I was so excited, dude. I've been looking for a TurboGrafx 16 since I started this whole video game
What can you
collecting.
play with that, or is it just a rare
Nothing.
item that you?
It's just there's some TurboGrafx games out there. They're it's a 16-bit console like the Genesis or the SNES. So there's
okay.
platformers and top-down RPG type games.
And it's mostly unique ones, or?
Yeah, mostly unique ones. And the games are awesome. They're like tiny little this is what a TurboGrafx game looks like.
Huh?
They're like little cards.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty
That's
awesome.
pretty cool.
stuff.
What games are on it that we would know about?
Well, the games I have right now, which you probably wouldn't know about them, is Blazing Lasers, which is a top-down like shooter, like those gun, like you're in like an airplane. Bonk's Adventure, which is a side-scrolling platformer where you headbutt things. Keith Courage, which is another platformer. JJ and Jeff, which is another platformer. And then Tennis Game, which is a tennis game. I don't really need to say much more about the tennis game. So it's your typical 16-bit type games. But mainly it's just that I always wanted the console because they're hard to find, and now I have one. So Jess got me the best Christmas present ever.
Sweet.
Yay! Okay, that's enough gaming stuff.
I just thought I would point out at the end of the show here that you can play with the Amiga OS, like the original Amiga OS, in your browser right now because of the crazy function of Chrome. So you can do that if you want to see what operating systems look like way back in the 1990s or 80s even. Yeah,
That's old.
that's pretty ancient. It's kind of awesome. It loads the whole thing up in your browser, and you can play some of the built-in games and all that. So check it out if you want to see history without having to find a TurboGrafx or whatever. Yeah.
This is a little older than a TurboGrafx, I think.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't realize there was another one. I mean, the SNES was, I think, the best console of the era. The Genesis was pretty good. I just didn't realize there were other contenders in the market. They just failed pretty spectacularly, eh?
Yeah, TurboGrafx didn't do so well. It did okay in Japan.
Yeah.
Where it's called the PC Express, but over here.
What? The PC Express.
Or the PC Engine.
Oh, okay.
PC Express, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, over here it didn't do so well.
Okay.
Which is too bad because it's a good console. It had some good games.
So what are you
on it.
going to do with all these? I feel like you should, at some point, rig it so that you can stream yourself playing these games and just show people what these games are like.
Well, I need to buy one of those thingies.
You've bought everything else. Get the thingy, Dave. Get the thingy. People want to see you
I
play.
think you should download a Dogecoin miner for them.
Oh my goodness.
A TurboGrafx. I would get like 1 coin every 20 years.
I
You'll
doubt
be
you
rich.
can get that.
Oh my goodness. Dogecoin is the future. We're calling it.
How do I use this Amiga thing? It's just a blue screen with a box on it. Oh, it's loaded.
You gotta wait a little while and then it'll pop up, and I think you can play Reversi or something. It's not It's not a lot. It's just cool how you can run emulators completely in your browser now. I guess there have been really scammy websites doing that with Super Nintendo games for a while. But yeah.
Oh look, first demos. Is that where I want to go?
Yeah, I think so. He's playing with it. Man, the chat room's not refreshing for me.
Robo City, that sounds fun. Boing.
Why do you hate Mario so much, James?
Because it's such a bad game.
You've never had a childhood.
Bad game.
They're good games, man.
Probably because I didn't grow up with it. I'm not that attached to it, and I can look at it independently and see, oh my god, that's lame.
Well, you see, here's the thing: you're judging it based on aesthetic properties alone, and not the gameplay value.
No, I'm judging it based on having played them.
This doesn't fit my super uber cool aesthetic. I want it to have guns and
so
for
how
shit to
come
blow
when
up.
Call of Duty releases a new version every year, it's slated for being lame, which it pretty much is. But then when Mario does it, it's like, oh my god, that's awesome!
Because they don't do one every year.
Things every time.
How do they not do one every year? I'm sure I've seen a new Mario every year.
Well, there's
they
like
have
the
lots
weird
of
spin-off Marios,
Yeah.
but like the proper like the Marios are usually not every year.
The proper console release, the last one before the current one for the Wii U, like the 3D one, was Super Mario Galaxy 2 back in like 2010? Yeah, 2010. So it's been almost 4 years since the last
They
one.
have the handheld ones and then the non-handheld ones.
And then they do the side-scrollers, but
every year.
they're all different. No, Call of Duty is just like a straight-up shooter every time. There's a difference between a 3D...
And Call of Duty doesn't add anything new, really, other than
Yeah.
like do multiplayer modes or like more perks, but the actual core of the game stays the same. Mario every time puts something new in it. Like this one exists on like a 3D plane, but it's like a...
Well, you know what? I had like 2 hours fun playing Mario on the Wii, and that was about it. And then I forgot about it because it wasn't that good.
Which one? The side-scroller?
Whatever the big one on the Wii was, sorry.
Galaxy?
Super Mario World? No, not Galaxy, that was super lame. The other one, Super Mario World.
What? Galaxy's
the regular
awesome.
Super Mario one.
Super Mario Galaxy is widely acknowledged to be a masterpiece of the platforming genre. I think you just don't like platformers.
Morons.
By more, what's the... Okay, there's Super Meat Boy. What's better in the platforming
I like
genre?
platforms. Don't you remember Commander Keen?
Oh, okay. Your nostalgia is wrong. Commander Keen was okay because you had a PC instead of a console, and it was like kind of the best platformer you could get, but it wasn't.
And that's my point. The thing you grew up with, you're attached to, and you're completely...
No, but I had both, and I realized that Commander
Keen
Keen was crap because I had the Nintendo, but sometimes I couldn't use the TV.
Rubbish.
So
You're
I played that
attached to
shit
one
on the
over the other.
computer.
Looking independently at them both,
One was
obviously they're
better.
both crap.
What?
They're both crap. We can admit that. Okay, I'm a big man now. We can admit that.
Commander Keen's crap. There's a reason they're not making Commander Keen games today. And I will admit, like, I also grew up with Sonic, and those games now, unplayable, disasters, confusing mess. Like, I liked them as a kid. I don't now. So I don't
still
think
like the Sonic.
There's a lot of people who are dedicated to Sonic, though, isn't there?
Because they're idiots that...
Not so much anymore. Sonic is kind of poopy. I still like the Sonic games, though.
Have the longevity, I can't say that word, of Mario when the company died, right?
No, you know what the difference is? Because they kept putting out Sonic games. They kept putting out Sonic games. They just sucked. They were just terrible.
But that's exactly how I feel about Mario.
Okay.
Jeff Gerstmann says you make him sick. Jeff Gerstmann from GiantBomb.com.
Yeah, he's in our chat room. Yeah.
Sweet.
Mario was the future in the past. Catsuits, man. That actually sounds like things Jeff Gerstmann would say, though.
They're kind of in character.
Yeah, like I feel like he would tell. I feel like I've actually heard him say "catsuits, man."
Yep. Catsuits.
Well,
Sonic.
It might be.
Sonic 2 is a pretty good game. Sonic 3 was okay, and I don't know. The new games are all terrible.
What about
Everything
Sonic
since-
and Knuckles, where you could fix another game into the Sega game, into the game?
You know, that was pretty good. I liked that. He's got it right. Oh my god.
What did that do? Did it just add Knuckles to the game? Is that all it did?
For Sonic 2,
Sonic game into it, and then it like did some stuff.
No, for Sonic 2, it would just add Knuckles to the game. That was it.
Yeah,
you would play as Knuckles instead of Sonic. For
That's
Sonic
amazing.
3,
How did it do that?
Magic.
Yeah.
That's the kind of magic innovation we need more of. I guess that would be called DLC today.
Yeah,
Never
you
mind.
can't do it with CD. For Sonic 3, it would combine the levels from both games into one massive super game. Yeah,
But
that
you
was
could
pretty
run
cool.
any game through it, but then nothing would happen if you ran.
No,
it.
you would get like a little bonus stage randomly generated based on the contents of the game.
Well, that's awesome.
But it was like one of the crappy 3D ones that everyone hates.
What's Jeff asking? What are your thoughts on Star Citizen? Never heard of it. I guess he's
It's,
probably asking you, Dave.
It's some kind of weird. I think it's like a Kickstarter thing where it's like one of those games, and you like get a ship and you fly around the galaxy and you do.
So it's a copy of Privateer.
I think it's like procedurally generated ships. As you can see, I don't know a lot about it, so I don't have many thoughts about it.
So there's
It's
no
not my
art
kind of
yet.
game.
I guess I get to keep this iPod for a couple weeks.
Upcoming space trading. Yeah, it's a copy of Privateer.
Yeah, but it's like it looks fucking insane. But look at the price. Go to their website, James, and look at the ships. They're fucking expensive.
Reserve your ship.
The RSI Constellation package is $275 for the ship, and you get some other shit too.
Oh my god.
It's like crowdfunding, basically. Like you like pre-buy the ship, and you're like backing it, and then you get like alpha access, beta access, hull insurance.
That just means you regenerate if you die, I guess.
Yeah, I guess like the
That's-
Grand Theft Auto Online car insurance.
I didn't play that online.
I mean, I think that the model they're using is interesting because it like you're like kind of like crowdfunding it, but not like through like Kickstarter or whatever. So like that's kind of cool. You can pay just $30 and you still get the game and you get a ship and stuff. But you can go.
But you'll be crippled because you won't have a good ship, surely.
Yeah, I don't know how all that
I
works.
assume these ships are better.
There might just be different models. It might just look cooler.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Either way, this is not a game that I will play.
You know, I really enjoyed Privateer back in the day. That was one of those time sucks for me, like Civilization. That was one of them.
I'm more interested in that No Man's Sky game that was at the VGX.
Until my dad installed this sodding thing on our 386, which would double your memory, and suddenly I didn't have enough memory to run the game anymore. God damn it.
So it
Your
had
dad sounds terrible. You should get a new dad.
or a new computer.
So let's just talk programming notes a little bit here.
Programming.
those.
You can talk programming.
The next 2 weeks are Christmas Day and New Year's Day, when we would usually do the show.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to be here on the 8th. I'll be back in Boulder. I will be in Ontario with the worst internet connection known to humans on January 1st, and Christmas Day I'm not even going to try. So what do you want to do instead?
We could do something between Christmas and New Year, couldn't we?
Yeah?
Are you going to be too drunk? Hell, I'll do a jump
straight through.
Are you guys available on Christmas Eve during the day?
No.
Yeah, I'd rather not be. I don't know. It depends what it is. I don't think I have the time to like put a full show together with notes and all that. But if we could just, I don't know, think of
What
something
about the
else.
day after Christmas?
That would be Boxing Day. What about
I am going to
Saturday
be
the 28th?
driving across the Midwest that day. Saturday the 28th? Again, I will be in Ontario that day, and the internet is terrible, so I could maybe do audio, but there'd probably be 5 seconds of lag.
Well, I guess
I don't think that's how the internet works.
Day.
No, it's like a wireless internet connection. Like it's
well,
out
that's
in the
probably
country.
okay with. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not going to be good, man. It's not going to be good. So I don't know, Dave.
Yeah.
Could you do some kind of gaming-related thing?
Where I just sit here by myself and talk?
I don't know. One of us could Skype in or something. You could show us some of your collection somehow with a camera.
Does that really count as an episode of Technophilia, though?
I don't know. Does us playing an MMO count as a?
No, it didn't count. We didn't number it. Remember?
We didn't number it. Well, that's true. I just want to put out something. What do you think we should do, guys? I feel like you.
I think we should figure out a day that we can all do a show and do a show.
I think we should do that Inspector's RPG thing if Rob's up for it.
Yeah, but we need Justin for that.
Maybe not the week of Christmas, but the week after.
James, why aren't you available on Christmas Eve?
See, I don't have all my family plans nailed down. Is the thing.
What about the 23rd,
I have
Monday?
a midwife appointment in the morning.
cut
What about
this from the
what
audio
about
version.
Monday the 23rd?
Oh my god. That's like less than a week away.
I will be on a train most of that day.
Well, James, are you available that day? And me and you can put out a show that day?
I am here. I would be here.
Well, let's do a show. All right, so let's do a show on Monday the 23rd.
I think
Okay, you
after
heard it.
Christmas would be better though, because then we're like chilling and can get drunk. And
Yeah, but didn't you say you're busy on the 26th and 27th?
27th, I'm alright.
All right, then let's do the 27th instead.
Okay.
Okay.
And that gives Justin time to see if maybe he can find a way to get to internet that works and do the show then.
Well, I
you
could
can just
possibly call
Do what you
in,
do.
but
Yeah.
I'm not going to be doing like a lot of planning for it and stuff. So if you want it to be structured, you're going to have to do it yourself, kids.
Now, the week
Very
after
structured.
that, the New Year's week, me and Jess are going to that gaming convention on the 1st.
Okay.
So I will be gone from the 1st through the 5th. I won't be in the area, but that doesn't necessarily mean I can't do a show.
Are we
I
going to
just
do the
have to-
same time on this Friday the 27th thing? 4 o'clock?
Yeah, same time's fine.
4 p.m. UK time, or...
11 a.m. Eastern time.
So if anyone's
I
out
could
there
try
listening
that,
and
but
bored,
you might have my whole family join in at some point.
that would
That's
be
fine.
so cool.
It's
Yeah.
a Christmas episode.
Yeah.
So if we were to do a show in that New Year's week, it would have to be in the evening because during the day I'll be at the convention stuff all day, which would mean it would be a weird time for James though. So you guys might have to do without me if you want to do one the New Year's week.
I think we can just skip the New Year's week and then be back for our regular time the week after that.
So that would mean
Wednesday
we'd be back
the
on the.
Technophilia, the show that plans its broadcast schedule on air.
Well, this is so the listeners know. So that means we'd be back on the 8th.
we'll be back on the 8th, as
8th.
per usual. Yeah, I think we can count on that. I might
Unless
be a
I feel
little
like we
groggy.
should cut this out of the show.
Of the audio version, certainly, but I just wanted the chat room to have a chance to offer some input about what kind of crap we should be doing.
Right.
Moving right along, I think that's it for this week, guys. No one submitted decent pictures for the show. So I guess we
Yeah,
get to
but
keep
Scudderman was awesome. He helped me figure out Facebook.
We've already
But then
given
he
him so much shit though. He
said-
doesn't even want the iPod. He said.
He said outright he doesn't want the iPod. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Come on, guys.
This is a waterproof thing. You know what? I think we might do a full-fledged giveaway on makeuseof.com, and this will be like my trial one. So I'll get back in touch with them. But we showed it off. I was gonna do some like a video giveaway, so maybe I'll just take the opportunity to do that. Guys, what do we have to do to get you to participate? I was literally gonna give you an iPod. I don't understand.
Give away 50,000 doggy coins, maybe?
I don't know. That's a
That's
lot of
fine.
doggy coins.
That's like
What?
$3 worth. Seriously, though.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to switch to the album art screen now because apparently that's something I have to do. Thank you so
Wait,
much
should
for
we do-
listening.
Yeah, we should do a goodbye. Do that.
If you like the show, please leave a rating on iTunes. We'd really appreciate it. We also would like it if you could keep in touch with us. You can follow us at The Technophilia on Twitter to get updates throughout the week and see a few news articles. Comment on those news articles and you'll be featured on the show. You can also go to facebook.com/Technophilia podcast for much the same thing, but in Facebook. And Facebook, in their wisdom, will filter half of them so you don't see them. So if you prefer that, then whatever. Also, in the show, in this chat room, they're saying we should do a drunken show. No, the thing with that is this is 11 in the morning for me if I'm out east, and I don't think I want to get drunk 11 in the morning the day after
Well, if you want
Christmas.
to move it to my 11 in the morning, I will happily be drunk at 11 in the morning.
And I don't drink. So
Then it's 11 at night.
I don't drink
This is
at
gonna
all.
be
so-
This is
Fun.
what falls flat with me and
Yeah.
Dave on a drinking show.
Yeah.
And also, next year we're gonna have some new stuff for you guys. At least me and Justin will.
Yeah, on makeuseof.tv, we're going to be launching some video podcasts. I don't know. They're not podcasts. They're just
No, they're
videos.
more like video shows.
The vlog, to use
Yeah,
the vernacular.
Well, we're going to be
Oh,
adding videos from Make Use of giveaways too.
Wait,
so
I don't
that'll
know
be
if
kinda
that's supposed to be.
cool. Why not? It's
I
the
don't know.
thing.
Jackson had never mentioned.
No,
anything
it's
about
legit. I made a video for my 3D
Alright.
printer giveaway.
I made a video for the
I-
Xbox One, but Jackson said it didn't count because it wasn't like a review video. It was just a demo.
Well, that was a nice way of saying you suck, Dave.
No, he said
I
that,
am-
that was, he
That was-
told me to make that video, and then I did, and he said it doesn't count as a video because it's not a video review. It's just me showing the UI. But yeah, so product reviews will all have video reviews in them now. And then me and Justin
cool.
are going to be doing some video shows that will be part of the
But I think you're going
Technophilia
to be doing
making some
proper podcasts, aren't you? Like, are we not going to change them into audio as well?
No, they're gonna be video shows.
What I plan on doing won't play quite so well in audio. I mean, it could be audio, but it will lose much of it.
Yeah, and what I'm planning on is only gonna be 3
Entertainment
minutes.
value.
It's gonna be very tightly scripted. I don't know if people would appreciate like an audio version of it. It's gonna be pretty visual.
Mine will not be scripted though.
Well, even a video podcast then, no?
Well, we can call it a video podcast if you want,
I mean,
but it's a
put
vlog,
up
really.
a video
it's
feed of it if you want and make it into a video
That's
podcast.
what being a podcast is, basically. It means you give it a feed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you want to make a feed for it, I was just gonna have it on the YouTubes. But we could.
I mean,
do the
it'll be
feeds
on the
and
YouTubes also.
Yep.
Dude, what is yours about, Justin? Have you decided yet?
No, I'm just gonna. I don't know. I've been
show's
reading a
over.
lot of opinion pieces lately, and there's one tomorrow I think coming out called you know what? Screw it, Google. Just add Google Plus to everything. That I'm pretty proud of, and you're gonna be excited about. I think I'm gonna do stuff like that, just rants about technology companies, maybe letters specifically to technology companies. I'm still evolving it.
Well, mine, I can tell you exactly what mine will be. It'll be gaming news for the week, but I've decided that it would be more entertaining if I do it as like everyone on YouTube does like their top 10s. So I'm gonna do it as like a top 5 news stories of the week, but it's mostly gonna be me making fun of things in the gaming industry. And
Right, I'm going to ramp my video card back on, so get ready for the hurricane.
I hate you so much. Okay, let's switch to the part of the show where we do the. I'm gonna switch to my laptop here. So
Are you not even going to say Merry Christmas to our listeners?
I think I did, didn't I? Merry Christmas.
Merry freaking Christmas, everyone.
Festivus.
Merry Christmas.
Sorry. Happy Yule-tides.
I can't
I
say
wore
Happy
red
Hanukkah,
and like a
already
green
over.
scarf. Isn't that Christmassy enough for you? And it's like friggin' 60 degrees.
That's not
here today.
red, is it?
This is
What's
red.
60? Oh, hey, speaking of silly American measurements of weather, look, I've got this quirky dashboard, which is like a real kind of, it's got dials on it, and you can set what each one displays. So I've got this one showing the temperature, but it only shows the temperature in Fahrenheit. You can't change it.
What is this? This is so weird. Why do you have this?
It's for review, obviously.
Do you put it on your car dashboard or what?
No, I think it's supposed to be like an alarm clock. You put it by the side of your bed or something. So this one shows the temperature, but only in Fahrenheit, which is dumb. This one shows the amount of time it will take to get me to pick up my wife or something on the route to her thing. This one counts the number of mentions that I got on Twitter yesterday, and this one's just the time. But dude, it's so crap because you can only choose from 9 different modules, right? And one of them's a Facebook one, which tells you how many likes you got on your last status update. How amazingly useful.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically crap.
I can't wait to read the review of this crap.
Seriously.
That's gonna be awesome.
To enter, win it. You have it. I don't want it.
Like
it's
a
crap.
computer that does fewer things than a normal computer.
I was really
That
hoping
sounds
it
just
could
great.
tell me the latest Bitcoin price or even a fucking share stock price from Apple or something.
It can't like show an RSS feed.
No. You've got like
brutal.
a choice of 9 things and they're all stupid, and I picked the best 4.
That's okay.
And I couldn't
Whatever.
even pick 4, so I had to fill one with the number of Twitter mentions.
I will be
How
back.
dumb.
I have a SLR camera coming in the mail today.
You mean a DSLR?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's I got a
T3i, right?
Yeah, against Jackson's behest, because he's like, no man, get the E60. I'm like, dude, it's like $900.
Well, yeah.
So the T3i was on sale for $400 and something. So I was like, that's pretty reasonable. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, I got the T4i. It's good.
It seems like Canons right now seem to be the way to go in the SLRs, just because everybody's buying them, even if they're not the best.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah.
There's just so many like accessories and things that you can get to make them better because they're so popular. So that's where people are making the accessories.
I haven't bought any. Well, I've got a flash. That's about it.
I have a tripod, but it's just a general tripod.
Just a tripod.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I ordered a microphone yesterday for recording videos. One of like the ones that you clip on your lapel.
That's cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
I gotta do that.
Well, I'm not gonna use it for. For the
I tried
podcast.
recording a video with the 3D printer, and it's so freaking loud. You can't hear a damn thing I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be.
I got
funny.
one on Amazon. It was like $20, and I watched like the guy like it had a video review posted on it, and the guy was like sitting next to a creek talking into his camera, and then sitting next to a creek talking into the mic, and the difference was just like you couldn't even hear like the of the river when he was using the clip-on mic. So I was like, $20, that'll do.
Huh?
It's got like a
That's cool.
20-foot cable.
I should get one of them. Actually, no, I won't bother. I'll just buy another graphics card so I can mine more doggy coins.
My phone is ringing.
Well, answer it then.
The waterproof iPod is pretty cool. I haven't tried the headphones yet. I think what I'm going to do... Hey? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can't
Okay,
hear
cool.
Dave. Dave muted himself because he's
I was
chatting.
talking to the chat room. We do need a giveaway tab on Make Use Of. We could add that. It's hard to find them. There should be like something you can just click and see all the giveaways quickly. Yeah, it came with waterproof headphones too, so I'm gonna take a shower with my headphones. Maybe.
Let me swim.
See how that works. My wife is a swimmer. I'm gonna let her go swimming, listening to music. We'll see how it works, and maybe we'll write a full-blown review on that and give it away on Make Use Of instead of this podcast experiment, which apparently. I don't know, maybe I made it too hard. You had to like do something. I don't know, I figured I was giving away a $200 thing. Maybe someone could put some effort in.
That was my father calling because I'm going up to see him for dinner today, and he wanted to know when I was coming.
Oh, how nice.
And I'm going to get a Christmas tree because he's got an extra fake Christmas tree, and I don't have a Christmas tree.
You're going to get a fake Christmas tree? That's so awesome. There's so much.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a real Christmas tree. That shit's too much pain in the butt. Needles falling everywhere, and
Plus, it's a dead tree. Does that not occur to anyone?
I don't care if it's dead.
my parents, they get well, they store them in the haymow, and then they have really awesome bonfires in the middle of the summer when they're all dried out.
I love burning Christmas trees. I don't like cutting them down, but I do like burning them.
You've burnt them before? You've done that? Okay, Scudderman, you made a good effort. It just really sucked, and then you said, I don't even want the iPod, so I'm just not inclined to mail this to you. I think we're...
Aww.
What? He said he didn't want it!
You should send him a t-shirt.
We already gave him a t-shirt, didn't we?
We'll give him another damn t-shirt.
Do you want another damn t-shirt, Scudderman?
Give him
Should
a
I make
t-shirt.
this the art?
We are entitled to one T-shirt per show. So we
Yeah, but we're giving away a friggin' iPod, so I didn't we'd need a t-shirt this
Give
week.
him a damn t-shirt.
Do you want a t-shirt, Scudderman?
Do you know we got a winner for the PlayStation 4?
Really?
Oh, is it me?
No, it's Rebecca Perkins from Los Angeles. Oh wait, L.A., Louisiana, not Los Angeles.
Louisiana. Yeah. LA is not Los Angeles.
Is it not?
I'm dumb.
I
I think I
suck.
didn't ship it to Los Angeles.
What's LA then?
Louisiana.
LA is short for Louisiana. If it's
No,
a
I mean,
state.
okay, what's Los Angeles then?
Los
It would
Angeles
be-
is a city, not
The
a state.
state
so it
would,
doesn't
yeah,
have
the
its
state
own-
would be CA.
Oh, I see. Heh. No, I don't see
So-
it all. I don't understand.
Teaching Europeans geography.
Congratulations to that person, and I'm gonna ship. If you're probably not listening, but if you are, I'm gonna ship your PlayStation 4 probably tomorrow. Rush shipping, so you get it by Christmas.
Is it waterproof? Because if it's
Scudderman
not,
wants a t-shirt. Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna waterproof their PlayStation, so they can play it in the ocean. But then I need to waterproof their TV and their controller too.
oh man, I'm going snorkeling, but I might get bored. Waterproof PlayStation. No, I could legit. I mean, it seems that's stupid. Why would I want waterproof iPhone? But then I thought, wait, people like listening to music when they're like jogging. Maybe they'd like it while swimming, and maybe that's the problem with the Technophilia audience. They're not necessarily swimmers.
They're not very active, is what you're saying?
Well, yeah.
They're a bunch
Yeah,
of
Philip's like, I want the iPod again, isn't he?
No. Gosh, he's upset he didn't win the.
Oh, he didn't
PlayStation
win the.
4.
Yeah, I get emails from people like, "Hey, whoever enters the most wins automatically, right?" And I'm like, I don't think you're
That's
getting
not quite how it works.
notion of entry here. Yeah. So I understand you guys don't want to make art apparently, even though at this point it would be a free ticket to a waterproof iPod.
I'll make art.
Oh, Kathy says she'll know. Can I do this? I think I'm going to do this, Kathy.
I don't think that's allowed.
Why not?
Nope,
Family
not
members are not allowed.
Not allowed.
No, for make use of giveaways, this is a Technophilia one. I didn't go through official channels here. I just said, hey, and the guy's like, okay, I'll mail you an iPod. I don't care what you do with it, he told me. I don't know.
I think we should give it to... I think we should make them... We should come up with something really awesome to give it away. Like something just like crazy. Like, what if we make them record a video of themselves talking about, for 1 minute, 60 seconds, talking about how awesome Technophilia is and how it has made their life better?
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
That sounds pretty awesome, right? Because I would like to watch these videos if anybody actually...
Yeah.
And if somebody puts in that... It doesn't have to be edited. It doesn't have to be good.
Fancy, just say why you like techno. Yeah, okay. So we'll put this up on the Facebook. Like, no one wanted to make art. I still need art ideas here. I want Sonic being terrible at things. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Sonic fail.
Such Sonic, wow.
For haggling.
We should do what?
Witch for haggling.
A witch for haggling? You know, Kathy, if you make it, I'll give you the iPod.
But then how are we going to get our videos?
Oh, that's a good point. It needs to be UPS proof. That's
So-
true.
Should we use something doggy related in the art?
Clearly.
Yeah, we could just do the doggy coin. And then just say such currency.
What if we what if
Mega
we call it?
coin. What's that?
What if it's Technophilia 93 such podcast?
What? And then have the doggy coin just on it?
Yeah, just have the doggy face there. Doesn't have
No,
to be
that's
that
stupid. That's not enough.
coin. Technophilia 93 such podcast. Wow.
One person's like, no need Bitcoin. Such wow, doggy. I'm just loving scrolling through Dogcoin on Google image search. This is something everyone should do with their life at some point. I can't believe this is real.
Sorry,
I thought it
Koshi,
was-
you didn't win the PS4. I was hoping you would win, Koshi, but
You know, we don't abuse our power.
I don't get to pick. Well,
Random anyway.
some random computer picks, but I don't even get the option to rig it.
Someone made like Duck Manor. Oh wait, it had the D already. It just looks like the doggy coin. That's amazing.
Such podcast. Wow.
Yeah, that's not. I see. I'm not giving you a friggin' iPod for that, Dave. You got to step up here.
I like it. Such
Dogcoin.
Technophilia.
I'm so disappointed that no one like put together some art. I guess I just in my head I thought like hundreds of people would show up and they'd all submit art and then say how great I look and how James is a piece of crap. Like I don't know, I'm really sad now.
My doggy wants to go out.
What's up?
His doggy wants to go mine some urine.
Let your dog go out. I'm blanking for art ideas here.
Such dog. Such
Ah.
podcast. Such techno.
What is that?
What isn't it?
Hag.
Kathy's here showing me stuff. Whoa, that one's creepy.
What if we call it such waterproof?
Can we put the dog's face on the iPod?
Can you Photoshop the dog's face?
Yeah. I could totally do that.
Can you put water pouring on the dog?
What? No.
Why not? Such waterproof, and then water pouring on the dog. Boom.
Is this the best doggy that exists?
Where is it?
Title: None Wants Real Money.
I could 3D print a bracelet for a listener. That would be kind of cool, right?
No.
Oh, we should.
Why would anybody want that? Will you autograph it?
What in 3D? I don't think I can autograph it in 3D.
No, just when it prints out, just sign it with a pen.
Is this
What?
the highest? Oh, here's one. Okay, here's the.
What?
There is no
What?
600 by 600.
How would I
version.
sign it? What the hell would be? What?
Because the fans would want your autograph, man.
Let me
No,
see
they
what
just
this
want
one-
to steal stuff from my credit card, you mean?
Coming up with ideas.
What?
You can try, Kathy.
We're like
I'm-
quasi-internet celebrities, James. People
We are
want
not
your
internet
autograph.
celebrities. If we were internet celebrities, someone would have showed up and made art.
Well, we're internet celebrities with some lazy fucking fans.
True.
Apparently. I guess they just didn't want the waterproof iPod. You know what? We'll put this on the broader make use of it. It'll do amazing. Just do a pic of Dave and call it Dave the Hobo. You know, Pierre. If you want an iPod. Oh no, that's over now. Shit.
And now you gotta make video telling us why we're awesome.
Okay, so I've got the doggy. You want me to put him underwater?
No, just put water like dripping from the top of the thing on his head, and then put such waterproof.
Why don't you title it Much Tech? I don't know what else. Carry on my meme. Much Tech.
Yeah, why don't we not use a 2-month-old meme as our...
Because we
Because
spent
it's
half
cool
the episode
now.
talking about it.
Okay.
I'm telling you, put water dripping on his head, such waterproof, because then it covers the dog coin and the iPod, and then we're done.
I gotta switch from Helvetica to Comic Sans here. You're really downgrading me.
Comic Sans? I thought we used that weird 8-bit font.
Well, that's not the doggy meme now, is it?
Such waterproof. What did Philip just say? I cratted art Scrabble?
Yeah, okay, Philip, something you made a year ago does not mean you get the iPod. You gotta do something right now. But it's too late. Philip keeps trying to get the iPod based on stuff he did way back in the day. And it's awesome that you did that, but we're not gonna, like, I don't know. I feel like it's not fair. Such waterproof. Well,
Wow.
see. Well, we need a much something, don't we?
You don't have to. Much iPod, such waterproof. Wow.
Then I have to, like, get this. I gotta need some more crappy colors here. There we go. Much iPod, such waterproof. Wow. So the wow should clearly be pink. So you guys
Why are we
studied.
making about the iPod instead of Technophilia? Much tech.
No.
Such funny. Wow.
No.
Why are we making it about ourselves?
It's about the waterproof. It's about what we talked about in the show, which is a waterproof dog.
Much Technophilia. Wow.
It's
That's
actually
good.
pronounced Doji. We've been pronouncing it wrong, apparently.
It's pronounced whatever the hell
What is
I
this
want to pronounce it.
pronunciation for a meme, really?
It's a doggy. It's pronounced doggy. Why is it pronounced doji? I can't even read that. What does that say? Say it. Doji. No. Why would you have the? What? That's not how you spell G.
Shut up.
Shut up, dumbass.
You can feel the love. Okay. I feel like it takes work to get this as bad. Okay, there you go. There's our crappy art. Kathy's like, I'm making something better than that. What do you got over there?
Much
She's got
iPod, such waterproof. Wow.
Well,
So the
then we gotta
title
get-
is actually Much iPod, such waterproof. Wow, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's dumb.
My wife is informing me that this is stupid.
Yes, I agree, and that's what I was going
Damn
for.
right.
Generally, most of the things that I do are stupid. She should know that.
You know
Does she
what?
listen to this show?
If someone, what? She's listening. She's been listening this whole time.
No, but does she normally listen live or listen after the fact or something?
Not often. She does. Yeah. She wants to know what I'm up to. Know that I'm staying off the street. You can say hi to everyone, Kathy.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
So she's making art on her computer over there. I mean, you know, the funny thing is, if someone put in 5 seconds to make this, what's on my screen right now, they'd have an iPod right now. Scudderman's art was better. Yeah. You know what? Kind of agreeing. There's got to be something better we can do than this. No.
No.
Such waterproof.
Our font is entitled, Kathy.
Why has Dave been so quiet this episode?
O4B03.
Dave Parak or me?
It's a free
Dave Parak.
O4B03.
Because he's also Jeff Gerstmann and Brad Shoemaker, I assume.
But he's still listed in the user list under separate people. I don't think you can do that.
Oh no, there's always a fake Dave Parak, and then Dave pretends to be someone else. Get it straight.
Well, then who's Dave?
He's probably Jeff Gerstmann.
Assuming Jeff Gerst, yeah.
How can he be both at the same time?
No, the other one is someone else, the Dave Rack.
So someone's pretending to be him, and he's pretending to be someone
Yes,
else.
someone always pretends
God
to be him,
damn
and
it.
then he always pretends to be him. This is standard. Is this your first episode, James?
Yeah, how is
I've
this
always
not?
thought Dave Parak was playing Dave Parak. I didn't
Dave
know.
Parak
No,
does not
Dave
play
Parak.
Dave Parak.
Dave Parak is never actually Dave.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yup.
You're so dumb, James.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go.
Okay.
Are you
I
done?
need to find-
I hope you're
I
done.
don't, is this our art? I gotta add an iPod in there at least, don't I?
No, you have to add water dripping on the dog.
I
I
feel
don't-
like you should put their URL in the image somewhere as well, given that, you know, they gave you a frickin' waterproof iPod.
You know what? This has been a trial. They didn't give it to me. They gave it to us.
Well, yeah, but you get it.
I don't get it. I'm giving away.
Oh.
Fake Parak, says the chat. I really wish Dave Parak would come on the show.
Like, yeah. There we go. I gave him a little iPod.
Look how it's just like floating in space in the picture. It's not even like, it's not connected to anything, it's just floating.
Yep.
Because why not?
You want me to do more? Standard Technophilia procedure. What Photoshop thing do you use? Photoshop.
It says Photoshop right on the top left.
It's just right there.
What Photoshop thing do you use?
You're my favorite, Philip.
Oh, Philip. I think Philip got hit in the head a few times when he was younger.
I think he's still really. Are you like 5, Philip? How old are you?
Like, I think he said he was like 17 or something, didn't he?
Really? Really?
I don't remember.
Fantastic.
Such Philip. Wow.
Such. Wish we had a picture of him. I'm gonna picture him as Doggy from now.
Every time he talks, you're just gonna see that face.
Such Bitcoin.
What was that menu that just popped up on the right side of your screen?
Where? This?
I don't know. You. No, on the all the way on the right. You like, yeah. What's that?
This here?
Oh, is that
That's
your
my-
normal Apple dock?
Yeah.
It looks small. Like the icons are little.
Because I have a lot of icons.
And it's on the right, which is weird to me. I always have mine on the bottom.
Oh, I hit it accidentally if it's at the bottom constantly, and that drives me nuts. So I put
That's
it to
true.
the
I
right.
do too.
It works a little better on multiple monitors this way too. Because
Don't you cross it every time you go to the right?
No, because this. I set my external monitor to be the main one, and I put it to the right, so I only get to the dock if I go way over. I barely use the dock. I mostly do this and just start typing.
What about if we do a special episode playing Left 4 Dead 2? Because that can
I
be
don't like
pretty
that game
hilarious.
very much.
You don't?
Well,
No.
you could make an exception for this one.
I'm trying to think of a game that's kind of cooperative that we can play together while still being dicks to each other.
Dota.
And live chat. No, come on, dude. No.
Did you know that Dota has put out a new mode
Shut
where
up talking about Dota and think of
Listen.
another game. No,
Well, listen,
I don't care.
they put out
I'm not
a-
going to let you. I'm not going to let you talk.
it's
I'm just going to speak over you, Dave.
a ranked
I should
matchmaking
stop
mode,
because
and
Kathy
I'm
is
ranked
still
in the
looking.
top 80th percentile of all Dota players. So I'm
not
better than
playing Dota.
80%
We're not
of
playing
other
Dota. Can we
Dota
think
players.
of another day. We're not playing Dota.
Wouldn't that put you in the top 20 percentile? Not to be a
No,
dick.
a percentile goes reversal.
All right.
If you're in the top 80
Talk about
percentile,
Dota.
then
I'm hanging up,
I'm in
and
the
that'll be
80th
cool for all of us.
percentile, which is the top 80.
Oh, got it.
Like,
I'm going to leave now.
Okay, wait, that means we're offline.
Yeah,
and Kathy
it does,
got
'cause you
alternative
talked about
art
Dota,
that's
so
way
it's your
better
fault.
than what I'm working on.
Did you spell it?
and we need to decide which is better with the.
Well, hurry up and show me hers. Otherwise, I'm done.
I vote
I'm
for the
done.
such waterproof.
Well, you haven't even seen Kathy's yet. Jesus, man.
I don't need to see it to vote. This is America.
Okay.
I don't need to be
not
educated.
anywhere yet.
Right, I really need to go though. So, okay, quickly.
Can you see
Come on.
that? Okay.
What is that thing?
Haggling for the doggy. That's pretty good, but I actually like the other one. Yeah.
You like
Sorry,
the
Kathy.
stupid one better?
Yeah.
It's more fitting to our general stupidity.
Yeah. That was pretty nicely done though. I think you should hire her as a professional art maker from now on.
You know, we probably, yeah. Would you like to make art for?
We could each give her $2.
But seriously though, I need to go. Otherwise, my wife's going to be standing around in the cold.
Okay, goodbye,
That's
everyone.
not cool
Thank you
because
for
she's
hanging out.
pregnant, you know. So
Is the
don't do
chat
that.
dead?
Bye.
They want you to start a new hangout. Bye bye.
Bye.